Do you have any advice to anyone listening who's trying to evolve in their career or healing or just both?
Be yourself. That is the biggest, that's the best key, because after so long, that character that you're playing, like your cosplay is gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's gonna die out, it's gonna fall off. And then it's like after, a year, when you tired, like, damn, you find out that the person that you with, or the friend that you got, or, you know, whatever business you're pursuing, ain't even really you. Like, it ain't for you.
Welcome back to another episode of Welcome Home, Honey. I'm your host, Armani Nicole, and today I am here with
Carta.
And Carta, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm okay.
Okay,
It's been a long week. It's been a long week, but
same for me.
Well, it's only Monday, but like last week was a long week.
Long week.
And Mother's Day was Sunday, so I'm trying to like
everything is just a blur.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back.
Yeah, I feel that.
So how you really feeling like during like this like era of like life right now?
It's definitely a new era. Definitely moving from a freelance makeup artist, now moving into corporate, going on 2 years, being at Nordstrom. It's different, but it's comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, it feels right. So yeah, I feel good.
Oh, so how was that transition from you, from going to like have your own clients, getting your own bookings, to somewhere else?
So, for those who don't know, I started out as a freelance artist for MAC specifically, and then I branched out and started doing my own thing. So I already had the retail background. So it was pretty much like a smooth transition, honestly. This is my first time working for Nordstrom specifically, but it's been pretty comfortable. I really love it, actually. Didn't think I would love it as much as I do, but I do.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I'm glad that you found like your kind of in. Because you know, some people will like start entrepreneurship and then they'll go into the corporate world and they're like, I hate it here.
Yeah.
Life is crazy, but
it's
to hear somebody say it's smooth, that's good.
And Nordstrom is a good company, honestly.
That's good. I love Nordstrom. Not gonna lie. Let me see Nordstrom. So let's go back.
Okay.
How did you even get into makeup in the first place?
So I actually started out in retail, and I've always been obsessed with beauty and pop culture and just the aesthetics of everything. I never in a million years thought I would be a makeup artist. I was working at Macy's in West County, and I was always cool with the MAC girls and complaining about my job, of course. So they were like, you know, we're hiring. And I was like, girl, I don't know nothing about makeup, but sure, let's go.
Hire you.
Yeah, I was like, you know, sure, let's go. So my MAC interview was my first time ever doing anyone's full face full face. And looking back on it, that was terrible. But, you know, we've grown a lot.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly. So we've grown a lot. And once I stopped working for MAC, started freelancing, doing my own thing, started networking, just started kind of popping.
Okay. So I know you had said you worked with celebrities. Name a time where you felt you worked with a celebrity and you felt like, okay, I made it as a makeup artist.
Honestly, Keke Palmer.
Keke?
Yeah.
Michaela and the Bee.
Yeah. Keke Palmer.
I met her like last year.
She's super sweet. Remember the Ferguson riots era? So she came here to do some BET shows for that time. And of course, it was like a lot of tension in the city, but it was just like super comfortable. That was literally my first celebrity client. And it was just good. Like, she was so sweet. Her team was sweet. The money was sweet. So it was good. So
that's nice.
I think that's my best experience with a celebrity to this day.
The first one?
The first one.
That's crazy. Yeah. I feel like my first celebrity interaction, it wasn't like, who was it? It was Des Dior.
Okay.
And it wasn't like big celebrity, because at the time she was like just like still influencer. She's still influencer, but I feel like she's a little bigger than she was then. Yeah. So it was like, it was just awkward because it was like a whole bunch of photographers in there. So she ended up kicking everybody else. She's like, I don't want no photographers in the room. And it made me feel like so awkward. Yeah. So it was my first interaction with a celebrity. So I'm automatically off bad like, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? My friend just like, no, that's how they act. And now that I'm around it all the time, I'll be with a person with the team and it'd be a lot of photographers around and we'd be like, bro, y'all doing too much. So I get it. Because
it'd be a lot and it'd be overwhelming for anybody.
It definitely is. Like, I'm not even a celebrity, but it'd be overwhelming with thousands of people here with cameras. I'd be like,
definitely.
It's a lot going on.
I've had a few bad experiences myself, but overall it's all been a blessing, honestly.
That's really good. I'm glad to hear that. Do you feel like the industry is truly inclusive, or are there still like some barriers?
As far as artists or just like in general?
I feel like just the general beauty industry.
Definitely as far as products are concerned, it's still some things that they could do and should do better. Even in 2025, there are some brands that don't have shades for, you know, somebody lighter than me or my complexion, or, you know, your complexion, or even deeper, you know what I mean? So that's a part of my main purpose of being in Nordstrom, is to, you know, make sure everybody feel included, feel comfortable, even coming in to get their makeup done. Like, I want to make sure any artist that's, you know, under me know how to cater to every shade.
Every shade. Yes, that's really good, because I know, like, you'll see makeup places, or like, I've been getting into makeup lately, like for the past year, like learning how to do my own stuff. And what I've been noticing, like, how's this black owned, I want to say it's Paul something. I don't know what it's called. I'm not even gonna put a name, but it's somebody that the lady at Sephora was like, it's a black-owned company. So, and she actually was white, so I probably shouldn't have been listening to her. But no shade, y'all. But
no shade to Sephora.
But I feel like when you getting your face like matched, you should probably go to somebody who's like the same. They look like you, so that they can be more, you know, it makes more sense. So she was telling me like, yeah, that's a black-owned brand. It'd probably be some good. I was just asking for like a concealer that I could just cover my dark circles with. She gave me this concealer, and it looked like my color when she mixed it on my hand. It was cool, but then when I put it on my face, no ma'am. Like, I hated it, and like I don't even, like, I try to use it to like mix, but it just don't. And it was like, I got the mini version just because it was new. I got you. Because I need to get matched.
I got you, most definitely.
That was definitely a bad experience for me.
And I mean, honestly, so many women relate to that. You know what I mean? Because makeup already is intimidating.
Yes.
So coming in and you feel like you're going to an expert, and it's like you leaving out and you still like,
confused. You're like, this
like,
is
I still don't got what I need, or I still don't know what I need to know just to do my makeup every day. So
it definitely is not easy going and trying to like talk to people who like you thought they was an expert. And then also like going on like TikTok or YouTubes and like trying to watch the video, and then you do it, and then you be looking at you be like,
baby, you don't look nothing like the YouTube video. Nothing like it. It's always good to go to an expert that does look like you.
I did take a class, but where I went wrong was I took a class and I did somebody else's makeup, and then after that I was just like, I did the makeup myself.
Don't know what I'm doing on my own.
No, don't know what I'm doing.
I feel that. It's definitely a journey though.
Okay, well I'm gonna come see you, and then we can like continue the journey.
We got you.
So like, have you faced any challenges being a black man in the industry where people necessarily don't look like you?
Yes.
What would those challenges be?
Honestly, even the one thing I do like about Nordstrom is there are other people that do look like me. For the most part, most male makeup artists are of color, but they could Spanish, some Asian, but mostly from what I know are Caucasian, right? But you do have the Sir Johns, which is Beyonce's makeup artist, the Kevin Aquans, that are, you know, like they're inspiring, but I also always wanted to like carve out my own lane, right? Being black and being gay, honestly, works in my favor a lot sometimes, especially in this market, because, you know, girls, they feel more comfortable with a man versus like a woman in certain cases. But for the most part, it hasn't been too challenging. But at the same time, I have had experiences where like people don't want to deal with a man, or deal with a black man, or deal with a black person. You know what I mean? That's just the reality of it.
Like, that's not what I want to do.
You know, especially working in retail, like, you know, you have like older, you know, Caucasian women that don't want to deal with a black person. Granted, because you want to work with somebody that look like you sometimes.
And that's cool, because I know sometimes I probably wouldn't let somebody that don't look like me do my makeup, because you might not get it right.
This is true.
Just to like go back to what you said as far as like when people want to like work with, like you said, being a man in makeup, and people want to work with you. That's crazy you say that, because I was working with, when I work with Lakia, and pretty much everybody on her team, when I first started working with her, she was just like, I feel like everybody on my team is just like, has to be like for women or a woman. Like, so it's pretty much, it's a gay man who does her hair, and then she has a gay man that does her face as well. So it's like, I see that, and it makes so much sense that you say that, because it's like, I see the conversation and the dynamic, and it's like, it's so comfortable, because not only are you like masculine enough to like give me a different perspective or a different outlook on things, you also are just like, you're just different, and it's like it's okay different. I know some people, you'll work with women and women have nasty attitudes.
Yes.
Like a man, like not that you gonna tell you like, hey boo, today
we're not doing
today.
that.
No, we're not doing that today.
Yeah.
A woman to just have an attitude, you'll be sitting there trying to figure out what
like,
she got
what
attitude.
did I do to her?
Yeah, like what I do to you?
I've seen it all.
Whole time it don't even be you.
It don't even be you.
So yes, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
So you've been open about your sobriety journey, right? So what made you say, okay, it's time for me to like take a change, this is what I want to do?
Ultimately, child, I'm getting old. And them next days be hell. But ultimately, having more responsibility at work versus like, oh, you know, I'm just an associate, I can call off, whatever. Being in management now, I can't afford to do that. You know what I mean? I have to either coach all day or be on teams meetings all day, or just like be in people's faces all day, customer complaints, all the other stuff. You really cannot navigate through that being hungover.
Yeah, you definitely can't. I know the feeling.
And then ultimately, I've been in the industry for quite some time, and I don't know, it's just getting old. Honestly, and it's really not healthy. And I'm not shaming anybody that still decides to drink. You know, enjoy yourself, but enjoy yourself responsibly, and definitely make sure that it doesn't overshadow what you actually have to do in life, your goals and stuff like that.
I agree. I still drink, but I did get to a point where one time I was drinking, and I knew I had something to do the next day, and I'm like, this probably isn't a good idea.
Yeah.
And then the next day I was like, yeah,
because you're living in the moment, right? Like, okay, I can have a couple shots of Dine and I'm cool. And a couple shots of Dine turn into, hey, let me get a bottle. How much, you know?
Exactly, because you start feeling it, and that liquor courage had you being courageous.
And that liquor courage, make them debit cards and that cash just flow real easy.
Yes, so, and that is another thing. Like I noticed, like sometimes when like I'll drink or something, and maybe I'll wake up the next day, I'm like, wait, when the hell I spend that? Or where that money go? So I
know that all too well. I've also worked at nightlife too, so I know a lot of bartenders, bottle girls and stuff like that, and you want to take care of them, right? So on top of spending money on the liquor, you tipping $50, $75, $100, and it's like, I kind of need that to pay my bills.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So had a great time, but I got bills to pay.
I got somewhere to go.
Exactly. So yeah.
That is so true. What's been like the hardest part, and like what's also been like the most beautiful part of it all?
Hardest part, I just talked about this earlier with my best friend. The hardest part is being social and sober. That is the biggest obstacle because I'm kind of low-key introverted, just a little bit. Even though I'm comfortable around my friends, it's still like, oh, you know, buying rounds of shots and taking shots with each other, like that's a social bonding, right? So when you're no longer doing that, it's kind of like,
people get to looking at you kind of like,
thank God I have very supportive friends. I have a very supportive partner. And for me now, like, I've gotten so used to it, and it's kind of like a joke. Like, when my friends get rounds of shots, I'll get a shot of club soda and, like, cheers them and be like, ooh, child, like, that was so strong.
But that's cool,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, just so you can
feel normal. Yeah. So, the easiest, you said the easiest, right?
Yeah, the hardest and, like, the most beautiful part.
The most beautiful part is waking up the next day, being productive. I was out last night, and I knew I had a long day ahead of me. And I was like, bro, if I was drinking, I would feel like shit today. But waking up, going to the gym, going to the barbershop, I had my other interview earlier. It just feels good to like wake up and be productive with a clear mind, a nice, you know, bank account. You ain't gotta go through your, you know, your transactions like, damn, I spent $275 last night. Like, those things make the journey beautiful.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because I've been on this journey of like really getting closer to God and really like kind of knowing more about like me personally. So it is hard when, I was just talking about this in my last interview too, but I was just telling them like it's hard to be around people who aren't healed. And you're trying to heal because they'll trigger you. And it's like you'll say something that automatically makes me like go somewhere that I don't want to be. So it's like, how did you start the whole like friendship thing? Like, was it ever a time where you're like, okay, I probably can't hang out with y'all this week, or, you know, tell people like, oh, I can't come out? Because I know when I was doing that, as far as like me trying to heal and like, okay, I don't want to like be super drunk because I'm running like 7 businesses, I'm doing 3 interviews, I got edits to get out, like, I can't drink tonight. But it's like, I didn't have a friend that'd be like, oh, that's lame. Like, you'll do it any other time. Oh, well, today I have something to do.
I have something to do. Honestly, I've cut friends off because at one point a few years ago, like I was out like every day, like damn near, I would say 5 to 6 days a week, and then I had like 1 rest day, and then start all over again. So I've had to cut friends off, and it's no beef or anything like that. But you're just not coming into this new season with me. You know what I mean? Like, it was cool, love you to death, but you can't come with me here.
We had fun, but not this.
Have fun, but baby, the fun is over. But ultimately, I think that my friends that I have now, they're super supportive. Of course, we crack jokes about it, but they're super supportive. You know, they buy me mocktails and club soda, and we be chilling. Yeah, so it's good.
That's nice. I'm glad you got a support system, because a lot of people don't have that like strong support system. It's automatically like, oh, she being lame, she don't want to hang out, or he didn't want to hang out and drink with us. That's like, I don't understand how it's lame to want to be healed or different.
My friends be like, oh, it's getting a little late. You gotta work. Don't you gotta work in the morning? You gotta be at work at 8:30. You know, time to go. Like, let's go.
That's good.
So yeah, definitely a village.
It's good to have like friendship dynamics where y'all kind of be on each other. Like, hey, don't forget you gotta. Hey, don't like those are the only type of friendships I want in my life. Like, if you're gonna be like, tell me the truth, be upfront. If you gotta be rude to be upfront, hey, do what you gotta do. I'm gonna take it. I just like the truth. Like, I was just telling this guy I was talking to. Like, it's not about what you did. It's about the way you approach it. I want to know the
delivery
truth.
is everything.
Yeah, like don't say something small and you mean you have a bigger meaning. Say that bigger meaning so that I can get where you're coming from.
No, yeah, I agree wholeheartedly.
How has sobriety changed the way that you see yourself personally?
Well, I'm a Virgo, so I'm already cocky, right? Okay, period. Love Leo women. I have always been, I wouldn't say arrogant, but I've always thought the most of myself, right? And no matter what I do. So now that I'm actually like feeling healthier, I'm looking healthier. I seen one of my friends the other day. Her name is Kelly. She does like the best brows in the city.
We were talking about because I need my
yeah, I'm a she came into Nordstrom or whatever, and she saw me. She was like, Carter, like, you're aging backwards. And I was like, thank you. And I was like, well, I stopped drinking. That was the most important part. And you really feel the difference. You really like see the difference, honestly. So yeah, I just feel like a better me.
It's good. And you see it, you feel it, and it's like really there. That's good, because some people will say they're changing, they ain't changing.
Yes, and you can tell who putting in the work. Yeah.
The hard work definitely, I feel like, is a big part of any journey that you own, because you can say or write down everything you want to do, but if you don't put no action behind it, it's not going anywhere.
And you got to be consistent with whatever you do. You got to be consistent.
Definitely. Yes. I agree with that for sure.
Yes.
So I have this little segment on my show. Okay. It's called Let's Talk. So we have these little miniature cards. Okay. And we're going to pick from the cards. I guess it's anonymous because they're backwards. But we can't see what they say yet. So it's like conversation starter. So I'm going to let you go first since you're the guest.
Ooh, okay.
And what does your card say?
Ooh, would you ever date a client? Well, most of my clients are women, and I'm not single. And then third of all, I don't really believe in mixing business and pleasure. It works in some situations with people, but ultimately it's always been a no. I've never even dated people that are in my industry. Like, I've never dated another makeup artist, hairstylist, none of that.
You know what I see a lot in industries, like working with each other? Because I will say I've dealt with more people in my industry than I have as far as a client. Like, if I haven't talked to a client, like I told them earlier, I talked to somebody that was a client, but he was like not a client first, and then we stopped talking and then he became a client.
Gotcha.
But as far as like industry people, I was gonna say a lot of people like we'll be in the same industry and it's like I automatically see competition, and I hate that. Like I was talking to another photographer and it's like everything I did was just like. He would say, it's like little things to me. It's like everything I do is like, oh, your little podcast, your little Your look.
Don't call any of my
boo.
shit little.
Oh no, nothing I do is little.
Everything is big over here.
Thank you. That's literally what I was trying to say. And I'm like, I don't really like that. Like, I feel like you meant anything somebody say, I automatically feel like that's what you meant.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Now, but some people would probably say, oh, well, I didn't mean it like that. But nah. So I get the whole not talking to nobody on industry thing.
And
for
then
sure.
I'm already overly critical of myself and what I do, like no matter what it is. So I don't need somebody in my industry saying, well, that eyeliner was a little, or you should have chosen different lashes,
goodness,
or
yes, that's
why you choose that lip gloss
I
for her? Like, I don't need that.
I
Like,
had
let
somebody.
me do my own stuff.
I wasn't even talking to this dude. He just happened to he a flirt, but he was like replying to my story one day, and I'm like recording like BTS of like a shoot, and he's like, yeah, you should change your lighting setup or do it like this instead. And I'm like, do it like this instead.
Yeah.
This is how I like to do it. And this is how I do my
what
clients.
works
This
for
is what
me.
works for me.
Yeah.
But I just don't like the whole criticizing
Kerry Washington just did a Breakfast Club interview, I think last week, and she was basically talking about how if she doesn't respect your craft or even respect you as a person, I don't need your advice, honestly. Like if your shit 10 times better than mine, then and I want your advice, I'm gonna come to you for it. But I don't need the unsolicited criticism.
Because some people would just criticize it just because they feel like they can, or I just want to. Yeah,
we cool over here.
I actually don't even like when people give me advice who aren't in the same position as me. I would say if I feel like you haven't done anything that I've ever did or touched, you cannot give me advice because you don't technically know where I'm coming from.
Exactly.
Like I love my mom and them to death, but my mom and them have not did nothing that I've done as far as business wise. I've done multiple things. I got podcasts, I'm a photographer, I done traveled the world, tours, all type of stuff. So once you get to there, it's okay, now you can give me advice.
Yeah.
But mama, you can give me parenting advice for sure. But when it comes to business advice, I'm not finna come in and say, mama, what you think I should do about this?
And this is my business. This is my baby. So I don't need you talking about if my baby cute or not.
Exactly. This is not that.
Yeah.
This is my business.
I agree.
Okay, cool.
Your turn.
So let's see. I'm gonna pick this one, of course, on top. My card says, "How do you feel with clients who like to play with your time?" I'm not a human camera. I'm a human.
Yes. We'll get into the humanizing in a minute. I've had early on in my career, I've had a few situations where people play with my time, but the best thing for me is I start setting boundaries, contracts, and all the things.
That's literally what my friend told me. She's like, you need to get some contracts in place.
Yes. Especially with what you do.
I have them for the big projects.
Everybody.
But now it's everybody got to get one.
No, literally, because no matter how close you think you are to a person or how cool they are, when it comes to business, you got to treat everybody the same, right? I've had situations where I would do a wedding, and I'm like, they cool, I got you. If I'm doing a wedding and I agree to do 5 people, then your husband, other sisters, your husband, mama, the grandmama,
your cousin,
the grandmama best friend want to get her makeup done, and now I'm there instead of 5 hours, I'm there damn near 8 hours because I didn't accommodate everybody, but we didn't agree to this, right? So you've thrown my whole day off. And then everybody is walking around doing a million things at one time, so I'm waiting 15, 20 minutes for the next person to sit in my chair. We're not doing that. Because my time is very valuable. I could be doing a million things. I could be painting the wall or cleaning my walls with a toothbrush. It doesn't matter.
It's my time.
It's my exactly. Time. So after that instance, I start doing contracts. Everything is intervals. You got 45 minutes. I'm not waiting around for anybody. If the person is not ready, first of all, I need the whole wedding party ready and present. I'm not waiting on nobody to brush their teeth because y'all went out the night before. I need everybody present and ready. Everybody should have been
up and ready.
Exactly.
So like you said, I don't like when people play my time.
Yes.
Point blank. I don't like it.
I had another, it pissed me off so bad. I had a call. It was very last minute, but back then I was kind of building up my resume as far as working with influencers and celebrities and stuff. So I was like, shit, let me, hop on this or whatever. Very last minute. This lady had me sitting in the hotel lobby for an hour and a half before I can come up and do her makeup. Not gonna say the name. We'll talk about it when the camera's cut. But I was so mad. An hour and a half, girl. Like,
that is insane.
I'm like, bro.
That is
and
insane.
Then when I got up there, she still wasn't ready. So like, I set up quick. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, I'm really trying to get in and out.
In and out.
She still wasn't ready. So that just like, I don't know. Time is just the most important thing to me because you don't get it back.
Like if people when people don't respect your time, it's like
you don't respect shit.
You don't respect shit. Like you don't even respect me at this point, and I don't like that because especially if I get somewhere that we both agreed to be at a certain time. It's like I get some people be like traffic comes up, people got kids, certain stuff make people late. Yeah. You know, but it's a way to communicate that. It's a way to somebody to say that. Yeah, communication is key. If you can't at least let me know you're gonna be late, that'd be the whole thing. Like tell me, hey, I'm not gonna make it on time. Like, or at least I'm gonna be a couple minutes late.
I like to be early or on time. One of my biggest pet peeves, like, cause I used to have like birthday dinners every year for my birthday, and some of my friends, y'all know who y'all are. Just have a tendency of being late to stuff, and it's just like, bro, like, why are you late? Like,
it be the super late, so people like.
I'm gonna give you got a 15-minute grace period with me with anything.
I had
or that, yeah.
I had like a birthday dinner to go to like 2 weeks ago, and I was so late. I'm thinking I'm so late. The birthday girl, I'm checking her location on the highway. She 15 minutes behind me. I said, you know what? I'm good.
Actually, I'm gonna get my food to go. I'm gonna get my food to go.
How they did, but the thing was, they didn't let nobody sit down until the whole party.
Yeah.
So that be one good thing I would say when it comes to like restaurants now, because they won't sit everybody down. But you do have everybody sitting here with just waiting on you.
I'm gonna sit at the bar.
And it's like at this point, I need a drink.
Yeah.
I'm tired of waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do stuff like that.
Definitely.
So next card is on you. There you go.
All right.
What's on this card?
What's the wildest client story you've got?
Oh, Lord.
Jesus Christ. Trying to get me canceled. That waiting in the lobby for an hour and 30 minutes.
That was
wild to me.
Wow.
I'm trying to think. Two. I had a lady come in. This was when I was working from the crib. This lady, I could tell, like, because she kept pushing her time back, and it was her birthday weekend. So, you know, I'm being accommodating, right? She comes in. I could tell she was toe down. Like, I know she had a good time the night before. Cool, you know, just sit there, give you a breath mint. You know, we cool. She like, you know, she dozing off because clearly she's tired. Still very understanding, right? She just started like rocking, and she threw up on me, bro. Like,
no warning, just
it was the rocking. I should have paid attention, but I'm like, well, maybe she like, you know, still a little drunk. I don't know.
Oh,
but
no.
She just like, and I was like,
bodily fluids make me sick.
I was stuck.
Anybody else's?
I was stuck. I caught you. Anybody else? I was just stuck because I just could not believe this lady just threw up on me. I'm like,
ew.
And it was just like liquid, and it just
I don't even know you. Oh,
baby, we could listen. My listeners over there, we came from the same womb. If she throw up on me, it's a problem. Let alone this complete stranger. And I was just like, I was in shock. I was in shock, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." She was super apologetic. Which I appreciated, but bro, like,
no. Oh yeah, I think.
Yeah,
like,
but she was super apologetic, but that just blew me. I'm like, bro, you threw up on me. I'd been sneezed on, I'd been coughed on, I'd been spit on, like not like purposely, but the throw up just blew me.
I ain't gonna lie, the throw up would have killed me. I ain't got no wild story like that, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I can't do it. So I feel like that's why, like, I'm a service provider that just like, I pull up with my own stuff and then I like snap and I go. Yeah. But I don't know, like, as far as my wild stories would probably mostly consist of like people playing with my money. So like, I got people who like still owe me money to this day. I know who y'all are. Like, this sad.
Give her money, her money. Okay.
It's hard out here for a black mama in America.
Listen,
okay?
and she's a mom.
Exactly.
Y'all should have cashed up her yesterday. yesterday. Yeah,
better
Mother's
get
Day.
a month.
Yeah, like, oh man.
Exactly. Like when I'm doing creative projects, it gets so hard because people feel like, okay, well, I'm waiting for something to get back, so I want to pay for it then. Like, no. No. That's literally the answer I got. I don't even want to explain myself. It's just no. Like, you want something done, you're gonna pay for it up front, you're gonna get it back to you. Because I don't like when I seen somebody something that I've worked on and then they go ghost or
especially when you got the product. You receive the service and you still not gonna bring my bread.
And I'm not even the type of person that like I've been trying to decide if I want to just be like, okay, well, I'm about to send a video, you can cash at me, or you can I'm gonna send an invoice.
Yes.
But then it's like, even then, people will be playing with your time because they ain't got it yet. If they want to do like certain people, I've learned in the industry now of like working with celebrities or just people in general. If somebody wants something done, they're gonna pay for it up front, or they're gonna pay for it when you ask for it. Simple as that. Like, I'm not even gonna just walk up to somebody, you gotta pay $35 a day.
And I'm not chasing you for my bread.
Yeah, like I shouldn't have to, especially if this is what you want and you hit me up to do something. So, But to answer that question, I have a lot of wild stories, but they're very specific.
Okay.
And I don't want to.
We're not doing no name dropping today.
I'll fuck around and say somebody's name by accident. And
neither one of us can get canceled.
Yes, I really can't. Not at this moment in my life. Yeah, I'm trying to make the podcast go up, not down.
Yeah, period.
Okay, it's my turn. I'm gonna pick this one. When was the last time you cried for real? Like real cry?
Man, you trying to get me all vulnerable and stuff? You know what? So within this sobriety journey, the journey to get closer to God has been a huge part of it as well. And I just really, the other night, sitting in the room by myself, I had just got off work, after I journaled, I just sat there and just like thought about the last 10 years of my life. And I've come so far, artistically, mentally, emotionally, physically. I've had some very dark times, right? So just thanking God and talking to God about that journey and like being able to have another chance to do what I love to do and to live in my purpose. Like that's the most important. And do it on my time and my way. Even being in corporate, like they still give me the free range to do what I feel is the best to do. As long as it makes sense and the money, the money right.
I like that. Because you're still able to like be creative.
Yeah. So just thinking about that, and I just cried. And anybody that knows me know that I don't be crying for real. But I just cried because I was just really, really thankful. And then, like I said, the sobriety journey has been hard, but I know it's paying off already. But I know like a year from now, when I hit that 1 year mark, it's gone. Like I'm gonna feel great about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think when was the last time? Yeah, I cry every day. Like not every day, but like I'm the type of crier where like I could be watching TV, or better yet, oh my God, yeah, I was watching a sermon for Mother's Day yesterday, and they put all the kids on the church thing, and they telling why they love their mom. I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm literally sitting there like, oh. That's so cute. God. They told me, yes, my mommy, she's just so amazing and she loves God and she prays over me. And I'm just like, oh, that's so sweet.
That is sweet.
And like, so
that'll probably make me tear up a little bit. It probably wouldn't fall, but
they was falling. And I'm like, I had to take my glasses. I'm like, okay, this is too much. Like, my kid can say like, mommy, I love you. Like, he can say stuff like that, but like, give it real reasons. They're so young. I'm like, so smart. Like, I just have feelings for everybody. Like, somebody could be telling me their story. I'm gonna cry. Like I take on people's pain. That's why I said earlier, like I can't really deal with people who aren't healed because if you aren't healed, you automatically gonna make me unhealed.
You coming over here with that?
Because now I feel I'm sad for you.
Yeah, and I don't want to unravel, baby. We putting in work over here.
Yes, I'm trying to get it together. I'm not trying to unravel.
Fall apart. Yeah, no, I get that.
Yes, that's me for sure.
I feel that.
This is for you. We can do one more.
Okay.
I'm gonna just pick mine now.
What's a beauty standard you used to chase that you now accept? This is fully loaded. Elaborate. Elaborate for me.
Okay, say what? Taylor, elaborate.
Okay, so that question is basically saying, for example, like how the girls are really wearing, like into wearing makeup and doing their own makeup now, but way back when it was like, oh, you wear makeup.
I don't wear
Right.
makeup.
Makeup make you look like a drag. Just stuff like that. So it's just beauty standards that are now becoming more accepted that wasn't always accepted.
You know what I love to see? I love to see women of color, but specifically women with deeper complexions know how to slay their own makeup, or that are even open to getting their makeup done. Because even now, like I said earlier, like it's so hard to feel included for women of color when it comes to beauty. So just to know that they do the research, they take the classes, or just do whatever, invest the time and the money, because makeup is expensive.
Yes, it is.
Just to learn how to do their own makeup, or they find that makeup artist that they trust. Shout out to my chocolate girlies, they come see me. That is, like, I guess the biggest thing for me that's more accepted now.
I like the answer. Chocolate girl makeup do be tea though, like especially when people do it right. Oh
Baby,
my goodness, I love when it ain't like, it'd be so good.
When I see a chocolate girl with like a bright lip or like some bold blush, like it just like it warms my heart, because I know the journey for them. You know what I'm saying? Like how hard it is to find things that work for you and products that work for you.
Yeah. What's a dark skin, like girly, it could be influencer, celebrity that you like how they look as far as their makeup and like glam and stuff?
It is a OG YouTuber. Her name is Jackie Aina.
Oh yeah, I love her. Love her. She's that girl.
Listen, Jackie Aina is just like a goddess to me. I think she's gorgeous. I like the way she interacts with her people. I think her entrepreneurship is inspiring, and she just be tea all the time, like from head to toe. And you can just tell that's authentically her. She enjoys it. It's not just a job for her.
It's actually her lifestyle. I like when influencers actually live their lifestyle. It's more believable.
It's another influencer. Her name is, I think, Gloria. I can't remember her Instagram name, but she's super chocolate. She's Sudanese, actually. And she does, like, product reviews. Oh, yeah. And they're so, like, they're entertaining, but you can tell, like, bro, like, this ain't it. Like, so she'll do, like, reviews on, like, different product launches.
I like that.
And she'll, like, swipe on, like, listen, this is the darkest shade that this brand has in this product. And this ain't it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
So I
real
enjoy
reviews, basically.
Real reviews, authentic reviews. They just celebrate inclusivity and just like being strong. Like not afraid to being canceled or blackballed, or this brand not sending you products no more. You know what I mean? So those are my top two. I
like this one girl. She isn't like in the beauty industry. She's just very pretty to me. I feel like you know her name. She's it started with an A. She was a supermodel. They found her at Howard. And she's chocolate.
I know who you're talking about. I just can't think of her name for nothing.
Look, it started with an A. I can't think exactly what it is.
I can't think of her name for nothing.
She is so pretty. Like,
I don't follow her, but I've seen her on my Explore page before.
Yeah, I just recently seen her on the Met Gala.
Okay.
She went to the Met Gala, but that so gorgeous. It's something.
She had the grill.
Yeah, she's so
yes. I cannot pronounce her name. It's like Anoke.
Anoke. Yeah, Anoke. Yeah, there we go.
That lady is drop dead gorgeous. Her look was everything. Like she just does it. She gets it.
Taylor, you're gonna know who I'm talking about. You know who remind me of her? Yai. I have a friend named Yai. When I first started doing photography, I had like this modeling group called Brand New Modeling. And I had like a bunch of different kind of girls. Like I had some super young, some super older, dark skin, light skin. And Yai was like, she was never like super shy, but she just wasn't how she is now. Like I'm gonna show you her Instagram to really see how her growth has been. But like I see her doing so much that a dark skinned girl back then didn't want to do. It was more like I don't know, or you think that'll look right, or but her confidence is just so bright, and
taking
I
those
love
risks.
that, and I love that. So shout out to you, my girl. I love you. Okay, this is my last card.
Okay.
It said, what's the lesson you had to learn the hard way? When your mama say, don't touch something that's hot, right? You don't look over it and touch it. okay? So there's been times where it's like, I know I'm not supposed to like accept this, like I'm put it in the sense of, it's been certain opportunities that I've wanted to like, I just be like, cool, I'm gonna just take it because I need the money, or I want to hurry up and go do it, or I'm going out of town, this celebrity, cool. Then I get there and I don't get paid on time. I go home with none of the money that I came down there to make because I didn't stay there for too long and I didn't spent it, or just kind of like, I would say the lesson really was just like not following my first mind, because low key it'd be a voice that'd tell me like, maybe you shouldn't go, or I have a bad feeling before a flight, but it don't be like a sick feeling to where like I shouldn't get on this flight. It's more so like something could probably,
you shouldn't have got your ass on that plane.
Exactly, and whole time I'm just thinking that it looks so good. Like in one of the sermons I was watching, it was literally saying like 2 people could come up to you and the one God sent got a knife, but the one the devil sent want to try to kiss you. You're gonna try to go for the person that's trying to kiss you because it look good. But whole time that ain't the right thing. The person with the knife trying to tell you, hey, you need to cut some things off. They ain't even trying to cut you.
Everything that glitters ain't gold.
Ain't gold, exactly. And I definitely had to learn it the hard way. I think that's kind of why I've been at home. Like usually I travel way more like than I have been lately. And I think because I kind of like, I told the client I was working with, I was just like, I need to kind of step back a little bit and not like, oh, I want to quit. I think she probably thought I meant like quit. Hopefully she didn't. But it ain't really like I wanted to quit. But it's more so like I gotta figure out why Armani doing this. What am I like? Are you really getting something out of working with celebrities or being somebody's personal, or do you want to explore more about you? And lately I've been feeling like I like when it's about me. It's fun.
The most important thing is moving with intent, right? The money is great.
It'll come.
The money gonna always come. The money is great. The notoriety is great, but you can tell when people are in, your industry, my industry, whatever they do in life. You can tell who knows their purpose
and who doesn't.
And who do things with intent. Who do things with intent. And that's another lesson. That's actually one of the biggest lessons I've learned, is being intentional with everything. Whether it's what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, what I'm not drinking,
that's
where I'm
going,
who I'm hanging out with, you know what I mean? How much time I spend on social media. Like I have a timer on my Instagram now. Like after that hour, we're done. That's it. Like that. Once the hour done, it's clipped. So yeah, just moving with intent and also setting boundaries.
Yes, boundaries is one of my like. I'm in therapy now. I've been in therapy for like the past. What's today? It's like the 12th. Yeah, I've been in therapy for a month today. So it's been a really it's been a really nice journey. Yeah, it was a big step because I could have been started a long time ago, but I was always scared because like I don't know them. They ain't gonna give me no advice, but I love my therapist. That's my girl. But she like been teaching me more about like mindfulness and intent. Like she literally told me, she was like, sometimes mindfulness is really just, you could sit and have a plate. She said, just eat slow. She said, eat slow, sip your wine. Don't try to hurry up and rush and eat. Or she was like, if
take in the moment.
She said, actually, when you watch it, she's like, don't watch TV when you eat. She said, go sit at the table and enjoy your meal so that you can know, like, it's just certain things you do. She's like, even sit outside, just stare at the birds or stare at the sky, put your feet, people really should touch the grass with their feet. Like, it really is, like, I'm a nature person now, like lately, and I just love sitting by water, picnic vibe. Like I could just sit and chill and read.
See, I don't like bugs.
I don't like bugs. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. But it feel like when I be like at peace outside, the bugs don't bother me. Like only time the bugs bother me is when I'm like sitting there paying attention to them. If I'm sitting there reading, y'all, I promise I rarely ever swat a bug. Like because I really just be so in touch with the nature. It's not bothering me. It's like I'm supposed to be here almost. Like,
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah, like you just
I'm
like
gonna live vicariously through you.
Yeah. You can try. That is too funny. So before we close, do you have any advice to anyone listening who's trying to evolve in their career or healing or just both?
Be intentional. Be yourself. That is the biggest, that's the best key, is just being yourself. People that want to fuck with you, whether it's supporting your business or just being your friend or being in a relationship with you, like, just be yourself. Because after so long, that character that you're playing, like your cosplay, is going to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's going to die out, it's going to fall off. And then it's like after a year when you tired, like damn, you find out that the person that you with or the friend that you got or whatever business you're pursuing ain't even really you. Like it ain't for you.
And that's when people start doing stuff and then they realize like, I had to close my business or I got to stop doing this. I don't want to do this no more. It's because you really wasn't doing it because you wanted to do it. You could be doing it because all your friends do hair or all the people around you in the beauty industry. So it's like, I definitely feel
And people
that.
see it as like quick money, quick easy money or quick easy clout. And those things do come, but you have to be intentional about what you're doing and why you're doing it. And your purpose.
Cut that. So what's next for you and how can we support?
So I have Being Black in Beauty in business coming up May 25th at Levels downtown. It is a networking event, but it's focused it's rooted in financial literacy.
Okay.
Right? So financial literacy for entrepreneurs in general, but specifically beauty entrepreneurs. So what does investing look like? What does retirement look like for us? What are you doing after you're tired of doing hair, doing makeup, doing lashes? And just focusing on like the bigger picture down the line. So that's May 25th. I got some special guest speaker, of course food and drinks will be available. And then just building on that, Being Black in Beauty is like my baby right now. And then I'm probably going to do an event based on it like every quarter.
That's good.
But just
Building the community?
Building the community, focus on mental wellness for Black entrepreneurs because I don't think people humanize us enough. And just building their community and also just being Black and being excellent. You know what I mean? Like being the best us we could be. And just, it's good to support everybody, right? But like supporting the home team, especially like supporting St. Louis is important to me because so many people feel like you got to move to make it. And we have so much underrated talent here. We have so many.
There's so many people out here just in the industry, period, that's from St. Louis and you would never know.
And you would never know. Like support home. Like, of course, St. Louis ain't perfect. Nobody hometown is perfect. But just like support it and building community and stop fucking competing with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like bringing everybody under one roof. Like that's my most proudest part is like being able to have like these legendary like hairstylists and makeup artists, being in the same room with people who inspire to, be like them or, do better than them. And just giving everybody the opportunity to network and mingle amongst each other and just, leave there, whether it's a connection, a new client, a new friend, new business partner, just leave there with something. I think that flyer that you're talking about, that's where I was like, I literally screenshot it. I wish my phone was charged because I have the screenshot and it's so funny how manifestation works because I screenshotted it the day before you text me. It was like, I would love to come on. I'm like, what in the world? Divine timing.
I was like, that's crazy, but it was definitely divine timing for sure.
No,
I'm so glad you came.
Thank you.
Before
Thank you
I go, don't forget to hit the Honey Hotline. You guys can send in voice messages. You can send in voice notes. If you need the number, you can text phone number to my DM, and you can all I think I explained this wrong the last time because I got to talk to y'all like y'all my homegirls. Call the freaking line so I can give you guys advice. Or maybe y'all could give me advice. Y'all know I be tripping sometimes. So, call in, tell me what I be doing wrong, how you feel, what your opinions is about the show, and we're going to respond. So make sure you don't forget to hit the Honey Hotline.
Period.
But, like I was closing though, because I forgot to say it early. I'm so glad you came on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Make sure you come back.
Yes.
We got to see how the Being Black in Beauty event went. I actually probably will come. I'm not a beauty entrepreneur.
No.
But
listen, that's another thing. I want people to understand that you don't have to be in the beauty industry to be present and pull up. The business advice is going to be displayed there and everything that's going to be talked about there. Everybody can take something from it. Like even my friends that attended my last Being Black in Beauty event, they left whether it was a new friend, a new connection, or just like some advice for their specific business that ain't got shit to do with beauty.
And I feel like St. Louis in general just needs more networking events.
Yeah.
Like if we can start getting more people here from out of, like, I know so many people that have businesses, and I want to throw an event, but I'm just so scared that I'm gonna do it, and then nobody should, like, I'm gonna be so mad.
Or might do it.
But I definitely want to do something for the creatives. Like, that would be hard.
Do it. I had been sent on this idea for like a year.
Okay.
And it took one of my friends, Stacy, who I partner with being Black and Beauty, to be like, you ever thought about doing events outside of Nordstrom? And I was like, actually, I have.
But you know, I actually did cross my mind.
She's like, come on, let's do it. And it may take this conversation for you to be like, damn, let's go, let's do it. Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna take. That's my piece of advice for me. So y'all can take it. Do it.
Yes. Don't wait till tomorrow. Do it now.
Do it now.
Yes.
So thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Welcome Home, Honey.
Yes.
I'm your host, Amari Nicole. This is my guest,
Carta.
and we are out.